The history of India, written during the colonial era, begins with the Indus Valley Civilization. When the civilization declined, Aryans had invaded or migrated to India, who wrote the Vedas. In fact, we do not have any chronological history before 500 BCE. That's what modern historians and archaeologists record. But the advanced research based on archaeological, archaeo-astronomical and literary evidence suggests otherwise. India's history is continuous since the beginnings of Holocene, and we Indians proudly call our history as iti-ha-Asa. The word iti-ha-Asa splits as iti-ha-Asa and means thus-verily-happened. Vedic, Post-Vedic, Itihasa and Purana texts record history just in a form that is different than what is now considered to be the norm. Today the definition of history is that which was introduced into India by the colonial historians who just doubted our antiquity without evidence. Much prior to that, the Rishis recorded chronological and genealogical history so that future generations could benefit from its learnings. Let us scientifically explore our chronological antiquity. It may be difficult to say when humans settled down in the Indian peninsula, but the catastrophic eruption of Toba volcano of Sumatra, Indonesia, had wiped out the humanity, flora and fauna of India 75,000 years ago. Toba's erupted mass deposited an ash layer of about 15 centimeters thick over the whole of India. Archaeological site of Jwalapuram in Kurnool district has evidence of human habitation before and after the event of Toba eruption. Possibly only a few people living in the hills of Kashmir and Hindu Kush range might have survived. Gradually, northwestern and North India became habitable. Thus, Sapta Sindhu region and Saraswati river became the cradle of Vedic civilization. The archaeological findings of early agriculture on the banks of Lahuradeva Lake in eastern UP have been carbon dated from 13,000 BCE to 7,300 BCE. This sunken ancient city of Gulf of Cambay was indeed the city of Dwaravati, which was built by Vishwakarma around 11,100 BCE, and it was submerged by the sea around 9,400 to 9,300 BCE at the end of Meltwater Pulse 1b around 10,200 to 9,400 BCE. A piece of carbonized wooden sample of this Dwaravati city has been dated around 7,500 BCE. A submerged structure of the ancient Pumpuhar city in Tamil Nadu has been dated around 9,500 BCE. The archaeological site of Bharat in Hisar has also been dated 7,570 BCE. Mehergarh farming sites near Bolan Pass, Pakistan are dated 7,000 BCE. The famous Rakhi Garhi site of Haryana is dated 6,500 BCE. Based on the archaeo-astronomical evidence, Brahma can be dated in 14,500 BCE because he introduced a 5-year Yuga calendar when summer solstice used to occur in Dhanishta Nakshatra around 14,500 BCE. After 1,000 years, Vishwamitra observed the summer solstice at Shravana Nakshatra around 13,500 BCE as mentioned in the Mahabharata. This phenomena is called precession of equinoxes. The gradual shift in the orientation of Earth's axis of rotation in a cycle of approximately 26,000 years.